I think it's pretty remarkable that when this year's version of the Edmonton Oilers scores first, the record. I mean, it's remarkable. I don't know if it's a statistical oddity or why that is the case. I would say that when our staff came in about a month ago, we wanted to make it important to start well. We put a premium on starting well. We talk a lot about early urgency, wanting to sink our teeth into the other team immediately, and putting a little bit of onus on personal responsibility for players to find their game within the team right off the bat. It wasn't according to script to give up 2 goals in the first few minutes of the third period there. There was some good fortune for the other team off the end wall and all that kind of stuff. But I like what our players were saying on the bench, how they were supporting each other, how their belief system didn't waver. I think when you talk about resiliency, and that is a word we want to describe our team as being a resilient team, what that comes down to is when there's a shock to the system or something bad happens, that you just don't abandon your structure or your way of being. And for our team to maintain our shape and continue to press forward, I thought that was a good sign and bodes well for us going forward. I didn't think we skated very well in the first period as a group, and so I was just trying to press a few buttons and move some pieces around the chessboard in an effort to try and get some people going. And also, I didn't love my deployment of people and spreading the minutes around right off the bat. So we just tried to find a way to find the right combinations in order for us to win the game. That was what was most important. I put a lot of emphasis on self-assessment. So usually at TV timeouts, when you get a little bit of a chance to think and to talk to your assistant coaches, and it comes from feel, it comes from experience, and I just didn't love the way we skated collectively, and it was trying to find the right combinations in order for us to win the game. You also have to give the other team credit. They have some good players on that team, and just trying to find the right matchups in order to gain a little bit of an advantage. I think there's a good chemistry with him and Connor. He has found a niche by going to hard areas to score goals. He's also someone who can score from distance, but he doesn't just resort to playing on the outside or the periphery. He goes to hard areas to score. I think it's a good example for our younger players. And we're talking about line combinations a little bit earlier. I thought in the second period, Zach Kassian did something for our team to inject a little bit of emotion into the game. And I know that the bench grew a little bit taller when he did that. And at that point in time, we made the decision to put Cass up with Kane and Connor, and that was an effective unit for us too. I said this the other night. I don't think Connor specifically and Leon specifically get enough credit for some of the things they do defensively, and how hard they play the game. So I see 2 young men that have physically matured. I think their games have matured, and both of them are driven to be the best they can be. They're driven to be the best players in the world, and most importantly, they're both driven to win.
There was a tough stretch kind of before I got here, and I think these guys got off to a great start, obviously early in the season. But I think a couple of wins in a row can really change the mindset and get that belief a little higher. And I think we obviously got healthy and started playing a lot tighter as a unit of 5, and I think that's really helped our game, and it's led to some success. We can score goals. We know that. I think it's really just about playing a certain way and having the right attitude and staying with that attitude no matter how bounces go in a game. And you look at the third period, we come out, we know what we need to do, but they get a couple of bounces and take the lead. And we stick with our game plan. We get pucks to the net. We turn up the heat a little bit and stay with it, and we're able to respond. So it's been a good homestand for the most part. I think it's you look at the teams we've played, you can say they're not very good, but those are tough games. And I thought it was a good test for our group, and now we go on the road.